I am done. I am done with people putting things in your head. Things like, oh, playing piano is so hard, you will never be able to do it. You need to be talented to play the piano. It's gonna take you years and years of sweat and practice and hours of stress. It is simply not true. Of course, if you want to become a concert pianist, yes, you're gonna have to practice a lot. You're gonna have to reach that level. But that's the same in anything you do. But just because you want to have some fun with your friends in winter when you go skiing doesn't mean you have to be a World Cup skier, do you? Therefore, it all depends on what you want. If you want to play the piano and play some awesome songs that you hear on the radio that you think are cool, you want to play these songs, it's really not that hard. And I'm going to combat all of these naysayers in this video by teaching you two important things about popular songs that will help you so much to learn them. And to make it a bit more of a challenge, I'm not even going to use any piano term except for the word note. I think that's fair, right? I have to say this note or that note. I'm not going to bore you with scales, intervals, chord progressions, major, minor, flat, sharp. I'm not going to bore you with that. So let me tell you these two things. First of all, did you know that almost any song you hear on the radio consists of just 7 notes? Bet you didn't know that, right? So if we have a look at the piano, we have 88 notes, and I can imagine you're being a bit overwhelmed by all of these notes here, whites, blacks, all kind of stuff going on. But if you then hear that there's only 7 notes in a song, then it's not that big of a deal, is it? If you then learn that most of the songs you hear on the radio consist of one basic foundation and basic structure that basically repeats itself over and over again, then I don't think it sounds that intimidating anymore. You have a basic structure that's repeating and 7 notes. That's it. That's the entire song. So let me demonstrate to you how that works. Okay, I'm going to use a metaphor, which is a book. So let's say the piano is a library. Endless possibilities, right? However, if you pick a single book from the library, that book is going to be written in a certain language. Now on the piano we have the same thing. We have different languages, and there's only 12. Why are there only 12 languages? Because there's only 12 different notes that you can play. So for every note there is one language. Now in all of these songs, just as in the books, you're not going to have your first page in English, and then when you flip the page it turns to Russian, and then when you flip the page it turns to French, and then to Chinese. No, most often that entire book is written in one language. The good thing about playing piano though is that you don't have to learn these languages, because these languages consist of 7 notes only. That's why all of these songs consist of 7 notes. All you have to be able to do is to identify the language and say, okay, that book is in French, that book is in Russian, that book is in German, that book is in Japanese. Then these books are usually divided into chapters. You have chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4. And it's the same with songs. You have tiny little parts of the structure, part 1, 2, 3, 4. Now what happens in a song is if you play that structure, those 4 little parts right after each other, and you keep on repeating that, you get the entire song. Let me demonstrate that to you. So these could be the 4 parts of a structure. And when I play this, you get hit the road Jack, hit the road Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more. Okay, now Hit the Road Jack only consists of 7 notes at a maximum as well. So if I play that, if we have a look right here, I'll use this one. So that's these notes right here, and then I went up there, but that's the same as this one. So let's hold these, and then I'll play this one. Okay, so these are all of the notes I'm using in my right hand. 1, 2, 3, 4 different notes, and then this one is the same as this one, and this one is the same as that one right there. Okay, so these notes. On the left hand I use this one, this one, this one, and this one. So I use these 2, and I had been using them here. Okay, so we have these. I can put them a bit lower, and also this one and this one and that one. So these are all of the notes I'm using, or I have been using, for Hit the Road Jack. We can do this with other songs as well. For instance, Mercy by Shawn Mendes. Or Clocks by Coldplay. You hear it? Etc. Someone Like You by Adele. Okay, and all of these songs have the same little parts, the same foundation and structure, repeating over and over and over again. So if you now know that all of these songs consist out of 7 notes and a structure or foundation that repeats over and over and over again, all you need to know in order to play that song is the language in which it was written, okay, which are those 7 notes, and then the structure, which will also consist out of these 7 notes, okay? So now that you know that, I want to encourage you to have a look at any of my other lessons. Make sure to learn a couple of songs, and then you're going to figure out that if you actually know these structures, which of course we do have words for it. I mean, I'm just trying to make a point here that I can actually teach you how to play something without saying any of the terms. But if you know the terms for it, which you can learn in my basic theory lesson, it's about 3 hours long. It's here on YouTube for free. You'll be able to learn all those terminology if you want to use that. But if you don't, the system still works. All you have to do is find those 7 notes, find the structure, and you got your song. So if you feel lazy or you're having trouble with it, check out the lessons. If not, you can go to town, you can figure it out for yourself. For now, I want to ask you to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Make sure to stay subscribed to the channel, and most importantly, don't ever let anybody tell you that playing piano is hard. It's not.